Hey, welcome back, everyone. So, today the channel made its way to 100 subscribers. And as it was getting closer to the 100, I was thinking to myself, what can I do as a special thank you? Right? So I thought, well, I'll just make like a tutorial video on something cool that people want to learn how to do. So I started thinking about that. And that got me into procedural generation because there seems to be a lot of interest on that. And there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of videos about it. Well, on GDevelop at least. There is some cool videos explaining what it is, but not how to do it, right? Well, not the proper kind at least. The stuff that you see in Minecraft and Terraria, Spelunky as well uses it. So I was thinking, well, how hard is it really to do this kind of stuff? So I started studying it. I looked into it, and then I came across this. Right, all it took was a Google search. So the guys at GDevelop are really good at making hard stuff easy and explaining how to do it. They have an actual guide on the wiki. First, they explain what it is and then how to implement it. And they even have like this project you can look into, or you can just mimic it. You can follow it. It's a step by step guide and it shows you the basics of procedural generation. So it's like, well, awesome. This is gold. So I copied this. I went through it. It took me a whole of 2 hours to read the whole thing, study it, try and understand it, and apply it to a project. And I couldn't believe it. It was like, this was so simple to do. It was so easy. In 2 hours, I had the basics down. And then it took me an extra hour to start modding it and to start building it into a game, something like 2D Minecraft or Terraria. And check this out. I mean, obviously, this is going to be the basics and it's going to look very blocky, but still, check it. We have actual procedural generation, like the proper kind, not the stuff that I shown you how to do before, not the ARPG, Isaac, Diablo, whatever style, right? This is the stuff that is used in Minecraft and Terraria, right? The big games that people want to like to emulate, right? They want to create their favorite game. Uh, and this is the stuff they use. And as you can tell right up top, we have a lot of green and some rocks, and it's very flat and very solid. We can dig our way through, and then when we get to this part, we get to the tunnel system. Wait, let me get rid of these ones. We get to the tunnel system. We have some crystals, right? And you can see the world still being generated. It kind of looks like it's being printed onto your screen, right? It looks like an old printer. And this stuff was so easy. Like I keep saying, it blew my mind at how simple they made it, right? Because I think the hardest part when it comes to procedural generation, well, first of all, it's the name. It's the big boogeyman. People listen to it and they go like, nope. That sounds too fancy. No, thank you. But the other part is adding the noise. So once you understand how the whole thing works, it's it basically the whole concept of it is that it's not 100% random. You give randomness an order, and you do that by applying noise, or specifically this thing called Perlin noise. So I was looking into that, and then I came across the guide, and well, they made an extension for that. It's so easy to add in like a seed with the noise, with all this jazz that you need, all the tools that you need to make this happen. They're already in GDevelop, right? They already made an extension about it. And as you can tell, the world keeps getting generated. If I reset, we get a different one. Every time I reset, we're going to get a different one. So if you look at the position where everything is, if I reset now, we have a different one, right? And it's always going to have the structure that I built in, which is the ground level or the upper part. We're going to have like two lines where we have this sort of like building the world, the above ground world. And then we have a solid ground for a few lines. And then if we dig our way in, of course, wait. It's because we don't have proper characters. Everything's like very precise right now. Then once we dig here, we start getting into the cave system. And this is where the whole noise thing comes in, right? Uh and the order to the madness, right? But this is really cool. This was easy to understand the concepts, how stuff works, how to implement it. So what am I gonna do with this? That is the point, right? So I started looking into this because my thought was, well, I'll just figure out how it works and then I'll make a quick tutorial video. But then I had so much fun doing this that I was like, I'll take a little time off Mana Rogue and I'll just make a short Minecraft slash Terraria whatever game, uh, and then I'll show you how it's done. So I'll work it out. I'll build a small game. I'll work out all the mechanics. Uh, I'll see if I can find a simple way of explaining it. But the guys at GDevelop already did. But if you want the video format, I'll see if I can find a way to explain it simply. And once the game is done, I'll just show you like how this is how we do it, this kind of stuff. This is how you can do it as well. Or as I'm building the game, I can also show you. Oh, I fell off. Let's reset. Oops. There you go. But yeah, man, it was that simple. It was like I was beside myself. It's like, really? This is the big. Oh yeah, I made it so you can place blocks, right? So we can make a little house like that. See, even this stuff was kind of easy to do, right? So we can create a little alcove. There you go. We have a little house. Whatever. But yeah, I've been having so much fun with this. This is like the most basic thing. It took me like a grand total of like, I don't know, 3.5, 4 hours to get to this point with the learning how to do this, part. And I've just been having fun moving around the cave, even though it's the same blocks over and over again. I've been just having fun exploring it and seeing what else you can find it, like the shapes that get created, kind of rooms, starting to get ideas of, oh, what if I added this here or that there or whatever, or how can I add the enemies to do certain things, right? Yeah. So this is going to be my little project to say thank you for the 100 subs and thank you for the support, for all the people who keep coming back, for all the new people, for all the guys that follow the channel. I really appreciate it, and this is gonna be my way to say thank you. I'm gonna show you the way of the Minecraft and of the Terraria, and to an extent the Spelunky. This is so cool, man. There's so many games we can do with this kind of stuff, man. It's so awesome. All right, this is proper procedural generation, right? Also, let me blow your mind. I haven't shown you this, I think. This is how simple it is to make it. Check the events. Like the ARPG stuff, the Isaac, Diablo stuff that I already shown you how to do. That stuff took me days to like work out in my head. Again, granted, this one had a guide. But still, it was way more than this. And it's still building because there's so many combinations we need to do. But this is like what? 2 pages? Not even that. And this already includes my mods. Without the mods, with just the basic stuff from the wiki guide, it's like half of this, right? So it's not even that daunting. It's like you have so few events, and they're so easy to comprehend. You look at them, it's like, oh, okay. It's like the whole thing is just you set up a seed. Uh, what's this one? Oh yeah, the variables. You set up a variable which are going to determine how big your world is. Right now it's 100 by 500, and then the opposite -100 to -500. So that's how big the world is. So you set these up, and then you set up a seed, right, with the extensions, right? Uh, and then you do the creating part, which is just this, right? It's so small, right? Tile generation is just this. Uh, and then the world building, which is the changing one block for another to create the stones and all that stuff. They use animations, but I think we're gonna use like proper sprites, one for each, to have different things to assign to it. And then this last part was me. I was the carving the world, right? But yeah, it's nothing too big or too hard to comprehend. You know, it's not a bunch of really advanced concepts. All this stuff is basic stuff. Is create objects, it's variables, it's opacity, and then you have the one new thing, which is the noise. Which is you add the seeds and then you add that extension to the opacity thing, right? With the extended math stuff, right? They have different values. So the guys who made this kind of stuff, I mean, these guys are heroes, right? I don't know who Ad Zero is, but you have Victor's Games here on YouTube. You have D8H, which is Davey, one of the devs, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, and then you have this guy again, and whoever that is. But these guys are like absolute heroes. These guys are the mad lads who are saving you butt tons of work. Two extensions and a few events, and you have something that most people would describe as the start of their dream game, right? Because there's so many people looking on how to do this kind of stuff. So I'm gonna study this. I'm gonna keep working this stuff out, and I'm gonna make a mini series on how to do this stuff. I will show you the way. I will show you the way of the Minecraft and of the Terraria. We're gonna make an awesome game. Hopefully. Of course, I had to click the wrong thing. Oh, I can't break those. I forgot. There we go. Oh, dear me. There you go. I don't know what it is, man. I love coming down here and then just start exploring. It's so I don't know what it is about this. This is so much fun. I've been having so much fun with nothing. This is literally nothing. There's no mechanics. There's no picking up stuff. There's nothing, right? It's just a platformer object. But I've been having a blast just going around this and seeing what else I can do. Anyways, right. Done babbling. This is my plan. Mini series: how to make 2D Minecraft slash Terraria slash Spelunky slash whatever, right? And it's gonna be coming out soon. I'll keep you guys updated. And it's my thank you for the 100 subscribers. I hope there's more to come. And I really appreciate everyone that supports the channel, right? So until next time, peace out, guys.